Hey guys, this is Sharmaine Ridley from Level Point Financial. I'm here to just go over very quickly with you how to fill out Form 843. And so we can go over that together. Let's just take a look. You're going to go and log into irs.gov. Then in this search box here at the top on the right, if you're doing it from a desktop or if you're doing it on mobile, you will look for the search box at the top of mobile. You're going to go to the actual case, Kwong versus United States. Okay, and once you go in here, you're gonna take a look. You're gonna see this information here. This is the information. You're gonna click on it. If you're on your mobile phone and you want to file this form tonight electronically, you're going to go into the mobile friendly section here. And when you go into it, it's going to require you to log into your account and you can file this form online. However, I'm going to actually go over with you how to file the form. Okay. So that's going to be even more helpful to you. But you're going to log into your account. If you have an IRS account, uh, uh, under ID Me. This should be very easy for you to do. If you do not, you can create an account using ID Me, but be aware you are going to need to have your driver's license or some type of state ID verifying your identity, along with being able to have a good camera on your phone to do face recognition. I always recommend everyone to set up the ID Me. It's the way we're really going with everything that they do with Internal Revenue Service. You're then going to, if you want to fill out the paper version, which is where I'm going to walk you through the exact things you need to be clicking on, you'd be able to do that. You're going to click on this paper version. And this is the form. This is our infamous form 843. Okay. You're going to go down here. This is the information showing you where to file a claim for your refund and request for an abatement. Okay. That is the two things that you can do with this particular form. And we're looking to get a refund for fees already paid through payment plan or that have already been paid. Okay. You're going to go down here, click other, because none of these situations apply to you. This is a case. This is in reference to a case. And when you get here, you're gonna have to figure out what to put in the box. This is the information that I want to show you where it gets a little bit tricky, but what you should fill out. In that section, you're gonna type in refund of penalty and interest due to a reasonable cause. That's saying, okay, so I'm going to put it in here, refund, all caps, of penalty and interest due to reasonable cause. Okay. All right. So we have that information in there. All right. That's here. So we're at 843. We're down here under the other box and we click the other refund of penalty and interest due to reasonable cause because this is a court case. This is the way they wanted it listed. You're going to go in here. You're going to fill out your name and I'm going to put my name Ridley. Sharmaine Ridley, that's my name. Okay, but you're in here, you're gonna put your name, okay? So whatever your name is. And here you're gonna put, if this is a personal return, you're gonna put your social in here. If you filed during that year, married filing joint, you're gonna put that information of your spouse and their social. If you leave this off, this claim is now void, okay? So if you were married at the time and you filed married filing joint, this is when you would put it here. But if you did not file married filing joint, you would just put your name, social, your address, information. We're just going to put some random numbers in here. Good Day Street. If I lived in apartment 11. If you don't, leave it blank, right? I'm just showing you typical things to fill it out. We're going to say Charlotte, North Carolina, where I actually stay. All right. And we're going to say Charlotte. I apologize. It's the city only here. And then you're going to put North Carolina, then the zip code. If you live in 28214, I don't, but that's just information. Now, if this was a business, we're going to talk more about that. That's where this employer EIN come in at. But this information would be the name of the business, the address of the business, and their EIN, but you would skip the social security number part. If this is for a bit small business or that files any of the forms 1065, or corporations that file 1120, 1120S, any other people that might be qualified if it was a death return 1041, a 1041. But if you're just filing a regular 1040, because this is your personal return, this is where the information lies, okay? If you were filing from a foreign country because you're a foreign national and you file income tax in the United States, this information would be completed, okay? The name and address shown on the return, if it was different from above, if you were previously married and you changed your name back, that's what you're going to use this for. And the phone number where they can reach you, okay? And we'll just say 704 111 1111. Okay. So that would be that information here. Let's go further down. Then you're going to go further down and you're going to begin to talk about what the dates were of the claim. This is really the most important part. Okay. This part is very, very, very crucial. All right. So we're going to say it was January 20th to 2020. Okay, to December, because we was a full year filing. If you're filing a personal return, is a full year. Now, if you're a corporation and you're on your short calendar year, you would put that information here. You would know what that means. If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Okay. So, and I'm saying that to the people on this because this is very last minute. I just want you to get the claim in. We're going to use how much they owed me back, $3,477. That's just a fake number, guys. Don't get your hopes up because it ain't where we at. But 3477, if that is how much your penalties and interest when you went on and logged into your account with Internal Revenue Service and you wanted to find out what your amounts were, you click into your account that you've set up under ID Me, and you're going to log in and get your account, either your account transcripts, or you're going to just log into your account. It's going to give you a drop down menu of all the years and how much you owe each year. Click on 2021, 2022. If you don't know how much you owe for 2020, right? If you don't know how much you owe for 2020, then you're going to be able to find that out through 2021, 2022, and looking at 2023. Okay. Because remember, we always file in a year behind. So your 2021 amount, 3477, that filed tax year January 20th, 2020 to 12/31/2020, that amount was in there. Okay. Now, this is also crucial. When did you make the payment? I didn't make my payment until February 5th, say 2020, what? Say 2022. Okay. I didn't make my payment till a year later. They had penalties and interest on it at the time. This is just an example, but you'd be able to say when you paid. If you're one of those payers like I have plenty of that pays it right when we finish their return, they click on pay right then, get it over with. That's great. If you're not a person that did that, but you did a payment plan and it ended in 22, you're going to put that information in there, okay? Then you're going to go down further to the lower boxes here. You want to put it on what? Income. Okay. So if that was a penalty charge there, income, that's what you want to put it on. Okay. Then we're going to go down to page number 2. Now on page number 2, this is where it gets where we start talking about what was reasonable. Remember that word? Number 7C, reasonable cause or for other claim by law shown. Then you're going to put C attached. But you can also, you're gonna file an explanation. I'm gonna leave the explanation on my page that you can put in. You also can, if you're a person who's in the middle of filing now, you want to do it right now, you can go to ChatGPT, ask them to create your explanation in the Kwong versus United States. Okay, it'll help you with all of that. Okay, why you needed to file this claim. Here you will sign down here and you will date it. Okay, remember spouse, if you're married, got to sign in blue ink. Let me go back to that. You got to file it in blue ink, okay? So that's that other part. That's super, super important. And remember what I told you, you're filing each year. You're going to attach your explanation with it. You can take a screenshot of your current amounts that you were charged and penalties and interest, attach it to this form, and you can mail it, okay? That's exactly what you can do. It's very, very simple. It's not, don't overthink this thing. It's very simple. Okay. Now, dates. I want to address that again because if the dates were 2021 that what we're talking about, we're going to go in here and put 01 01 2021 to December 31st, 2021. And then you're going to put the amount there. So if that amount was $5,000, if that amount was $5,000 here, you would go in and you would change that amount to $5,000. Okay. So you want to make sure you be as accurate as you can be with the amount that you owe. If you're not sure what that amount is, you're gonna have to do your research to find out what it is, looking up your old tax returns and the old payments. Sometimes you can go back to your payments. But remember, the date you paid it is gonna matter. So if you remember, they took that out of my account on March 17th, 2023, right? You need to have that in there. Even if you just guesstimating around the month and time, you just want the accuracy. The accuracy is going to be very key. Nothing else is going to change. You're going to still keep with the same information, and we're going to have that completed. All right, guys, I really hope this helps you. Please get in Form 843. But let's go further. I do want to make mention to you in the Kwong versus United States case, filing this Form 843. You can do everything I just said mobily, right in your IRS account that you've set up under ID Me. If you do that, it gets it in there faster. You can submit it right there. I would tell you that is the 99% way to make sure that you got it in. Make sure you hit submit. Make sure you hit submit. Baby, what you got to hit? Submit. So if you hit submit, it'll get in there. If you don't, your claim is not valid. And guys, I really don't want you to lose this opportunity to get some of your refund back. All right. But if you're going to mail it, this is right here where you mailing. Internal Revenue Service, 1973 North Rulon White Boulevard, Ogden, Utah, 84201. On the top of your form that we just completed, you're going to put this information, Kwong versus United States, at the top of your form. So right up here at this top of the form, you're going to put claim pursuant to Kwong versus United States. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pursuant to, you're going to make sure you say this is a claim file for Kwong versus United States. And so they will know that this is an unusual circumstance of why you're filing this claim. If you forget that, I cannot tell you what will happen because IRS is very sticky to the rules, but it also, they can make a million mistakes, but sometimes we can't. But I think in this case, they really want you to put the claim in so that they can be it can be helpful to them to get these claims done faster too. And I'm really believing that. Remember what I said, you must mail this before 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock tomorrow, whatever time zone you're in. It must be post dated for July 10th, meaning you got to send it registered mail with a signature to go to the IRS at this particular address, send it with a receipt, make sure you can track it because this is where we had the problem and this is why we have all these penalties. A lot of mail went missing during COVID. Okay. So if you could avoid that, I would tell you guys, please do your best to log in here and file your claim in order to get your coin. You understand me? Get your money back if you can. And like I told you, this particular claim does not guarantee payment. I got to say it one more time. It doesn't guarantee payment. It's just a claim. If Kwong wins, the judge in this case will give instruction on how to issue the refund. There's no guarantee. It could go on for years. But let's just be very clear. He's won the first time. The IRS has appealed. Let's pray that this goes through so some of you can get your money back. You really needed this economy. Some of you are hurting very badly. And remember what I said, file it for your businesses. If you filed a 1065, 1120, 1120S, it doesn't matter. Whatever form you filed for the income, and there were civil penalties on it, please, guys, get your money back, okay? If you can, please get your money back if you can't file for it. And as soon as this case is over, we'll know if it is. I'll keep you posted on everything that goes on as it comes across the IRS website, as it dings me and Googles me. If it comes through and we're winning, we know that we got our coin coming back to us. If not, there is no love lost. It's just a story. It's just the way the life, cookie crumbles. But you know what? Putting that claim in helps me to have skin in the game, right? And that's all I'm trying to tell you guys. Please file your claim. If you paid your money and you had penalties and interest, please file your claim, okay? And if you were on a payment plan and you finished that payment plan, or if your current payment plan, but you finished those years already and they're moving into other years as you had a rolling payment plan, please put that in. We don't know how this is going to turn out, but just putting in the claim just puts you in the mix to be awarded the funds. Okay. And guys, that's all I have for you here. My name is Sharmaine Ridley. I'm all about tax education, filing, and preparation. And just remember one thing: if you have not filed your taxes for 23, 24, 25 for any of those years, I am currently filing. We're still filing electronically, guys. Please, 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 please file your taxes. All right. If not, you can get help from us. Go to our website, levelpointfinancial.com. Book a service with me virtually, and we can complete your tax return together. And then once we complete your tax return together and it's submitted, you'll be able to see it submitted, and we can move into the next thing. And that'll be one more thing off your plate, and you would have achieved your goal for the year. Have a great one, guys. Thank you so much for sitting with me through this time. Thank you.